The president's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, will face a hearing next week over accusations he tampered with witnesses in his criminal case. Special counsel Robert Mueller's team says Manafort tried to persuade witnesses to lie about his lobbying work for pro-Russian politicians in Ukraine. Manafort has pleaded not guilty to money laundering and failing to register as a foreign agent. Meanwhile, President Trump lashed out again at his own Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, on Twitter today for recusing himself in the Russia investigation. In a separate legal challenge, a federal judge in New York ruled today that President Trump can be deposed in a defamation lawsuit brought by former Apprentice contestant Summer Zervos. Zervos alleges that Mr. Trump forcibly groped and kissed her in 2007 and then defamed her by calling her a liar after she spoke out. The president's legal team is awaiting an appeal. Senators will spend much of this August on Capitol Hill after Majority Leader Mitch McConnell canceled most of the summer recess today. McConnell charged today that, quote, historic obstructionism by Democrats has stalled the Senate. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer insisted Democrats were eager to get to work.
We've got a lot of appropriation bills to pass. We've got this backlog of nominations. Certainly we would anticipate and hope to have less obstruction on those.
Health care. We welcome the opportunity to address it, and we're going to work very hard in August to require our Republican colleagues to do something about it.
But more time in Washington means less time on the campaign trail for senators who are fighting for re-election in the midterms. The White House's top economic advisor says the president hopes to split NAFTA negotiations into two separate trade deals with Canada and Mexico. Larry Kudlow told Fox News that Mr. Trump will not withdraw from the North American Free Trade Agreement, but will, quote, try a different approach. Trade representatives from the three countries have met repeatedly in recent months to try to work out a new deal.
He is very seriously contemplating kind of a shift in the NAFTA negotiations. His preference now, and he asked me to convey this, is to actually negotiate with Mexico and Canada separately.
Today, Mexico announced new tariffs of 15 to 25% on U.S. agricultural and steel products. That in response to tariffs imposed by the Trump administration last week. Canada has vowed to continue negotiations. Iran says that it is preparing to ramp up its nuclear enrichment program if talks to salvage the 2015 nuclear agreement fail. The UN's nuclear watchdog agency said that Iran informed it in a letter of tentative plans to start increasing uranium enrichment capacity. Israel's prime minister warned of Iran's intentions in Paris today. He's urging European leaders to take a tough stance against Tehran.
2 days ago, Ayatollah Khamenei, Iran's leader, declared that his intention is to destroy the state of Israel. Yesterday, he said how he would do this, by unlimited enrichment in order to produce an arsenal of nuclear bombs. We are not surprised. We will not allow Iran to obtain nuclear weapons.
The U.S. pulled out of the nuclear deal last month and imposed new sanctions on Iran. France, Britain, Germany, China, and Russia remain in the agreement for now. A new report says that Medicare is running out of money even faster than predicted. The program's trustees say that Medicare will be insolvent by the year 2026. That is 3 years sooner than last year's projection. Social Security is set to run out of money by 2034. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin today acknowledged long-term issues persist with both programs, but insisted that they remain secure. The White House aide who drew criticism for mocking Senator John McCain no longer works in the administration. The former press aide named Kelly Sadler made light of the Arizona senator's health condition in a meeting last month. McCain has been battling brain cancer. Change is coming to the Miss America competition. The organization announced that it is dropping the swimsuit portion and ending a requirement that contestants wear evening gowns. Chairwoman Gretchen Carlson said that Miss America will no longer judge women on their physical appearance. She is part of an all-female leadership team who was appointed after the pageant's former heads came under fire for disparaging contestants' weight. It was a day of back and forth on Wall Street today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average ended down 13 points, closing at 24,800. The Nasdaq rose 31 points, and the S&P 500 gained 2. The fashion world lost an icon today. Designer Kate Spade was found dead in her Manhattan apartment. Police say that it appeared to be a suicide. Spade built an iconic handbag and clothing empire, Kate Spade New York, which she sold last year in a $2.4 billion deal. She was 55 years old. Still to come on the NewsHour, zero tolerance. A senator goes to Texas to see in person the Trump administration's immigration policies. The Super Bowl champions are disinvited by the White House. A British double agent inside Al-Qaeda, and much more.